All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are talking about the Detroit Lions because they just won their 11th straight football game, which is a franchise record. They already broke another record last week, starting their season 11-1. The Detroit Lions are now 12-1 thanks to their 34-31 home victory against my Green Bay Packers. This just happened. Jake Bates, absolute legend. Jake Bates, I mean, it really is a crazy story. We'll talk about that towards the end of the video, but another win, man. Divisional wins are always difficult, especially on the road, but Detroit had already done that a couple of games or a month or so ago in Lambeau Field. And, one big telltale sign for me about levels of talent in this league is winning both of your divisional games against a divisional opponent, especially the now 9-4 Green Bay Packers. But Jared Goff, 283, 32 of 41, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. It was a really bad interception, but you'll make do with it. You'll live with it. David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs had a couple of nice runs, but for the most part, the Green Bay Packers defense, man, it's pretty stout. It is pretty stout. The defense, I guess, technically gave up 31 points, but once again, this is 2 literal Super Bowl candidates here. No matter what your thoughts are on the Green Bay Packers, it's Jordan Love, Matt LaFleur, a lot of weapons offensively and defensively. This is a very impressive victory, no matter how you want to chop it up. We said on our Lions channel, I'll pin in the comment section our Lions channel or my Lions channel. But I made a preview video for this football game, and I pretty much said the first of 30 is probably going to win this football game, and that's exactly what happened. So welcome back to the channel. We're obviously talking about the Detroit Lions, who are now 12-1. It's crazy. It feels like a Madden season, but as always, hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. We got a rapid reaction for the Detroit Lions win here. I keep saying it. I know it's getting annoying, so we'll end it here. But I got a Detroit Lions channel. I'll link it in the pinned comments, so go check it out. We're like 150 subs away from 1,000. But anyways, moving forward, the defense is decimated, dude. Brian Branch went down with an injury. Ali McNeil went down with an injury right from the gate. And keep in mind, Levi Onwuzurike, Josh Paschal, and DJ Reader were all not playing in tonight's football game. And we could go on and on and on. Obviously, the Detroit Lions are missing Aiden Hutchinson. They're missing John Cominsky. I mean, they're missing Marcus Davenport. They were missing heading into this football game. I believe it was 15 total defensive players. Maybe it was 13, but I think it was 15 defensive players. It's just next man up mentality, but we'll get there in a second. We just ran through Jared Goff, and one of the reasons I'm not too upset about this as a Packers fan is, first off, my dad's side of the family is from Detroit, so I really don't hate Detroit by any means. Like, I actually kind of root for them. I had Jared Goff and Sam Laporta in fantasy. This is the final week of fantasy football, and I really, really, really need both of their games this evening. But nonetheless, man, the Detroit Lions are 12-1. I really can't believe that they're breaking records left and right, whether it's offensive statistics like in the Jacksonville game or it's franchise records. This is the year, man. This truly is the year. I don't want to jinx the Detroit Lions for my Lions fans watching this video. I don't really believe in that, but this is the year. The Detroit Lions, as you guys know, they've never made technically the Super Bowl. This just really is the year. The Packers defense, specifically in the run game, but even just in general, was very good this evening. It's 11:32 at night. I've had a couple of pops, so please give me some patience here. But David Montgomery, 14 carries, 51 yards, including a touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, 15 carries for only 43 yards. The Detroit Lions ultimately ran the ball 34 carries for 111 yards and a touchdown. I do just want to sprinkle in real quick, Jared Goff technically ran the ball 4 times for 7 yards, but that 9-yard gain was big. It was critical. The score at halftime was 17-7 in Detroit's favor. So you call the games a little bit different. It felt kind of reminiscent of the first matchup between Detroit and Green Bay. I never like literally just I'm sorry if this is annoying that I keep proclaiming my love for the Packers, but as a Green Bay Packers fan, I never thought we were going to win this football game. I literally never thought we were going to win this football game. And if you're curious why I'm a Packers fan and I'm not super pissed off, I'm not pissed off, but I will just say in 2022, when you guys were like 2-6, maybe it was 2-5, you were something like that, and you took down my Green Bay Packers at Ford Field. And I noticed something immediately, and that's when I started making Detroit Lions content. And then in week 18, I was in Mexico and you guys eliminated my Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers from the playoffs with the Week 18 win. And that was when I realized, okay, I will take my real estate in Chicago and I will take that rivalry victory. But the Detroit Lions are obviously up. It was a really weird, funky game as far as receiving goes. Jameson Williams actually led the Detroit Lions, 5 catches for 80 total yards. Sam Laporta, 5 catches for 54 yards. Love seeing the involvement he's had in the offense in the last couple of weeks. But Tim Patrick, man, I remember being in North Carolina on a family vacation when the Detroit Lions signed Tim Patrick thinking there's something here. There's something here. Well, his first catch, or his first touchdown catch of 2024 came this evening, and also his second. Tim Patrick, 6 catches, 43 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He was a huge player of the game. And it's funny because one of the best wide receivers in the NFL, and Amon-Ra St. Brown, 5 catches for 43 yards, was technically the 4th leading receiver for Detroit this evening. And also David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs, even though the running statistics aren't too crazy, they both had great games in the receiving department. More specifically, Jahmyr Gibbs, 6 catches for 30 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, folks, we're running out of time here for this rapid reaction. Jack Campbell, so much for a sophomore slump. Muhammad's been a stud in the last couple of weeks. Arnold did have a bad pass interference call, but I guess that was more on him. Carlton Davis, welcome back from your injury. He had a huge forced fumble that was recovered from David Long Jr. that we pinpointed in our Detroit Lions video from earlier this week as a new addition. Quan Alexander had a couple of nice moments. But the big thing to me is, first off, Brian Branch got injured. Aleem McNeil got injured. Aleem McNeil, more specifically, he got injured with a head injury, but it wasn't a concussion. So I'm not saying I'm worried, but I am just saying that's something I'm keeping my eye on. Pat O'Connor, it won't show up in the statistics because technically he only had 1 assisted tackle. Pat O'Connor, Zeke Turner, these new dudes on the Detroit Lions defensive line, they balled their effing asses off. They balled their effing asses off. Now, folks, that's all we got time for in tonight's video. But hit that like button, hit that sub button for daily NFL content. We post a ton of Lions videos on this channel. But guys, you just broke my heart taking down my Green Bay Packers. Hit that like button, hit that sub button if you guys haven't already. But give me your player of the game and give me all your thoughts and opinions from this Thursday night showdown. You're 12-1. You're 12-1. Run it up. Let me know your thoughts. We'll see you in a day or two. Peace.